What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, where I think it's headed, what areas you need to watch, especially in the bigger picture. Definitely stick around for the whole video. Make sure you take a second out, go down, smash that thumbs up, leave your comments, let me know what you think. I know most people are super bullish and think this thing is the 4-year cycle, going to go to new all-time highs, which we're going to take a look at that possibility and where it might head. I do not think Bitcoin is going to see 100,000, but let's take a look at the charts and see what I'm talking about. So if you look here, we made this way back in May. I was talking about this being the short zone, as you can see every time we hit that. Now, if we get above that, then you can start talking about the bullish case scenario. I'm also going to give you very specific areas to watch. We're going to take a look at the chart I showed you guys in the last video. But as of right now, let's take a look at the main count here. I'm going to put it in the daily. I do believe this Elliott wave count could still be valid. So this being a 1-2, right? We never broke this high again. This being another 1-2, right? It's smaller waves within a wave. That gets us down to, first off, the third wave down to 40 to 43,000. I think there's still a good possibility of that. I'll show you the invalidation point, but as of right now, this still seems to be playing out from where we are now, right? As you can see here, the 55 EMA, which is the yellow, and the 200 EMA on the daily. If these guys cross down, that's going to be very, very bearish. As of right now, we are sitting on the 55 EMA. So if we break open and close dailies below here, then we're looking at the 200 EMA. That's around 59.2, 59.3. If we start open and close below there, then we're headed down to our lower targets. Now let's take a look at, this is the chart I posted on Twitter. What was this? A couple weeks ago, right? That if we broke this, we were talking about this being a, well, we'll get into that, but it does look like we've just retested it and getting rejected. Now, if we get back above this level, I do have a higher point to look for rejection, and I'll show you what that is. But the ultimate target from the breakdown here, remember, I said we could come up and retest this, which so far, that's all we've done. And then coming down to this 50 for the shorter term, right? Now, let's take a look at the 4-hour one more time and look for divergence. Okay. So if we were to look at the 4-hour for divergence, we do have some exaggerated divergence here. As you can see, it's this level across here, but if we look at it from here, we had a lower high, right? And in the big picture, all we've been doing is, so there is a great possibility this was the top, right? And I've showed you guys this also. As you can see, we created a triangle here. If we take the measured move of that, that got us down to our, where we hit right here, right? This took time, as in this will take time, right? Then we had a rising wedge here. Once this broke, this was our target, nailed it. Now, what we're looking at here, we're going to take a look at the bullish and the bearish case, like I said. So here's the area you want to watch, around the 61.5 range. If we get above there and hold, then you can start thinking about the bullish case. But remember, we still have major resistance up at the top. But if this does break that 61.5, you could be looking for 84,000 Bitcoin. I don't see it getting much higher than that. We'll take another look at other charts. But what would this mean? This would be a huge distribution pattern. And what do I mean by that? I'll show you in a second. But before then, if you guys are interested in trading, I definitely highly recommend Prime XBT. They do sponsor the channel. You can go down, click the link below. I'll also leave a tutorial up top. Great way to trade. They don't trade against you like a lot of the scammy exchanges, so you don't get the crazy wicks on one exchange and not the other. Also, by using my link, you can choose a 20% deposit bonus. It'll give you up to $7,000 bonus. Yeah, let's go back over to the chart now. All right, so here, this would be what it would look like if this was distribution, right? That would get you that last high to 75 to 84,000, right? We can move this up, but either way, let's take a look at where the big trade would be, right? So if this was to get rejected here at the 61.5, what would the bearish target be? Depending on if, when, and where this broke, let's just put a target down here. Let's say if it happened towards the end of the month, it'd be about 54,000. If that breaks, that could get you as low as, we can move this down a little bit, around 31,000, right? That would just be a measured move, like I said, from here to the breakdown, just like we had these measured moves on the breakdowns, right? But again, if we hit 61.5, there is a possibility of getting all the way up to that 84 for the end of the distribution pattern, for that one big rally where everyone will be screaming $100,000 Bitcoin on the way. Let me know in the comments below. Do you believe Bitcoin is going to hit or surpass 100,000? Put one in the comments and a reason why. And then if you don't, hit 2 in the comments and a reason why. I'm curious to see what people are thinking, other than just regurgitating what you're hearing on other channels, right? Those other channels have been screaming $100,000 Bitcoin for the last 5 years, saying it was going to happen at the end of the year for the last 5 years, right? So let's take a look at what I believe is happening. And I've showed you guys this many, many times. What does a bubble look like when it pops? Just like this. You got your 3 highs. So let's see how this monthly candle closes, right? You can see over here, we got a huge rally up and a big wick and then a drop. Where would that get us? As low as right into that mid $30,000 range to test the 55 EMA down here. But nevertheless, I still think this is a good possibility. Obviously, there's no guarantees where it goes, but the areas to watch are just like I said right here. Could be a massive trade opportunity. So if you get along in here, but remember, when these break, you usually get, let me put this on here. You'll usually get a retest, something like this, before continuing up, right? And then you get that big, huge end of the year rally that everybody's talking about. Or, huge surprise, you come down and it would look something like this, you know, once it breaks here, maybe come up for a retest and then continuation to the downside. But we'll see what happens. This is the area we need to pay attention to right now. That is this triangle area, because it is playing out. Let's put a, where is it? Let's put an ABC in there, because usually these are ABCs. So if we made this A, B, C, D, E would be up here, and then your continuation down. Let me get this out of there. That was the wrong. So right here. Or do you take this A, B, C, D, come back for one more test, and then rally up? We'll see what happens here, guys, but within this triangle is something you're going to want to watch, because there's a big trade coming, whether it be up or down. I believe it's more possible that we're going to come down from here, but we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, smash that thumbs up, share the video, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Thanks again, guys. I'm out.